Yeah. So, great way to introduce.
Hey guys.
So, one of you go first. Introduce yourselves.
Hey, Mac, you first.
Hello, I'm Mac. I'm 18 and I don't know what else to say about me.
I'm Mia. I'm 19.
Sup, guys? It's Samantha. I'm 18. I'll be 19 March 1st. Woo, party!
Our birthdays are low-key so close.
They really are. I'm so excited. I told you. Do you remember I have your present already? Yes, you did.
I have no idea though, but
Okay.
you could have told me and I don't remember.
Yes. I have your present. So, okay. So, on real, what do we want to talk about?
I can't read that far.
We should just start with
Well, I'll ask. So, what are the stories behind you coming to USU? Why are you here?
I'm here because the program I want to be in is good. Which is the art program, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. That is a good program. I'm kind of in that though too.
Yeah.
So I can understand.
Well, yeah. I'm hoping to go into interior design.
Exactly. So together
Technically,
we will have an entire whole business. Exactly.
Yeah.
Tis our plan, guys.
Which is an architect, then we'd be set.
I can do it. I got it.
You can do
Oh, one round. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We got it.
Perfect.
Mac, what about you?
It was the furthest college away from my parents while not having to pay out of state tuition.
Real.
Yeah.
That's so valid. Unfortunately, I am still paying out of state tuition, so I understand that. But genuinely, when you think about it, it is so much less than what I would have been paying if I stayed.
Real.
So I got blessed. I did so much research trying to find a college that I wouldn't be $100,000 debt.
And Utah State was the closest one you could find
Yep.
in your price range?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yes, indeed.
You went through almost the entire country.
I did go through the entire country. I was looking to go into Alaska, actually.
Oh, that was
But
cool.
that ended up being more than Pennsylvania. So I was like, maybe not.
No.
That's not the case here, guys. Yeah. So, genuine question: what was your biggest adjustment coming to college?
Definitely being away from my mother. I struggled until about mid-September to try and make this place feel like home, because when you're living here, you have to make it a home. So
But then
it
you
was,
found us.
yeah, literally. And also it was hard to see my family do things, and I was the only one not there because everyone was still at home. So that was hard. And they love to send me videos, and then
And you're the oldest.
no, my older brother. I have an older brother, but he still is at home.
Oh, okay.
He goes to a college like 40 minutes away, is all. So he just drives it.
He's an ESOM, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes home every weekend.
Now he used to, but now he actually just drives to his college Tuesdays and Thursdays, goes to classes, and then drives home. So he's home every night.
Good.
So I'm the only one gone.
Yeah, me too. It was hard for us because this past semester over high school, we had an exchange student. Love Andrea.
Shout out.
Shout out to Andrea. We miss you so much. But it was hard because he went home and then I'm leaving, so I feel like my sister was having a rough go at it, especially my mom too, because now there's no one in the house. Yeah, so it's just sorry mom. But yeah, my biggest adjustment was probably my nerves. I was super scared to come here because I was terrified I wasn't gonna find people I wanted to hang out with, and my classes were just gonna be absolutely horrid. So I was really appreciative that I found my girls, and I found some really amazing people to be my friends, and just living life. Honestly, we've taken a few random trips. Those are the best. Yeah, speaking of which, so our next 3-day weekend I will be planning a trip, so hope you guys can be there.
The one in
That
February?
is no, we have one literally in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We have Martin Luther King Jr. Day off. It's a Monday.
Oh.
on
Any
the 20th.
plans?
There we go.
Well, on the 18th, I was supposed to drive down to Salt Lake, but
Okay.
I could perchance not do it. I just have to get towels from my mother. But
Towels. Interesting.
I bought bath towels and I bought emergencies, like a big 120 pack.
Okay, honestly, guys, emergency is the way to go. If you are feeling sick or like you feel like you're coming down with a cold, emergency. If you're just on the daily, emergency. It's good for your immune system.
And I got ones with like variety flavor pack. I'm so excited.
Have you had I think it's raspberry. Anyway, if you guys didn't catch that, emergency. Eat it, drink it.
I don't actually really enjoy the original emergency though, if I'm being honest. I think it's too strong, but I still take it.
I've never had the original.
I have
Is
some
the original
downstairs.
orange one?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the best one.
That's the worst one.
I haven't had it. So
I could like drink that just straight on.
No, I have to
It's
take
just a
it
drink.
literally like a shot to
So
get it to
good.
go down.
Interesting. Yeah, so Mia, what about you? What was your biggest adjustment?
Na na na.
question.
na, na,
I don't know. I don't really think I had to adjust to anything. Like, it just kind of felt normal coming here.
Easy to make friends.
Well, I mean, I didn't really have to do anything back then.
I forced her. No,
I
I
said
literally
bad.
told her. I was like, I live right here. She was on the phone with her sister, and I was like, I live right here. Come
The whole
over.
reason I was sitting outside was so that would happen, and there it is.
And I literally, and then I was like, come in, and then she never left. She never, and she never got to leave.
No, never had the.
Honestly, what can't you do? I don't think there's anything that you just can't do.
Superwoman.
Me?
Yeah, you.
That's crazy. Crazy take.
No.
I could disagree with that.
I feel like you do it all.
I feel like
And if you don't know how to do it, you learn how to do it all.
exactly.
That is true. I am very open to being a learner.
That's beautiful. I wish that was me.
That's not me either.
I need to take more initiative with that, but
I'll try to put that as my 2026 New Year's resolution.
Being willing to learn.
Yeah.
real.
Okay, that's good.
I already have too many
That's
this
okay.
year.
Yeah, no, me too. Oh, let's talk about that too. Ins and,
So, Mac, what's yours?
ins and outs of this year of 2025.
Oh. Out. Man.
In making memories, good friends.
Yes,
Yes.
I think girls time.
Yes,
Girls time
yes,
in.
yes.
But yeah, men, no, they need
They're
to.
out.
Need to go.
They need to leave this earth.
Their vibes,
honestly.
their
They're-
drama.
Exactly.
Their
We're just
personalities.
not here for it because
They're not
just
fun.
No, they're
No.
not.
They do nothing but bad. All they do is come for temporary happiness,
exactly.
Yes.
and then they leave you with worse trauma than you had before them.
Amen.
Why do we need that?
Honestly, we don't because we have the girls. Because the girls, we like this. Men, we like this.
Yeah.
I would like, and no, that just is not in the world.
Men are probably the worst species ever created.
Agreed.
Yeah, I would
Like-
keep spiders over men.
I'm taking an anaconda. I'm taking an anaconda snake in the Amazon
Ooh.
rainforest before I have to talk to another man.
Totally agree. Because men just cannot talk.
I'm choosing the
No,
bear.
no Exactly, choosing the bear. Gosh, give me like a polar bear in my room. I'll cuddle right up next to him.
Give me
Amanda
Amanda bear. Come on.
Man, absolutely not. Because they're just not good for us. So, outs, men. What was the most valuable lesson you learned in college?
Temporary solutions don't fix long life problems. Like just putting a band-aid on it is not gonna help it. Like you need to figure it out on your own.
That's so real. Totally agree with that.
I think I tried to stick a lot of band-aids on and it doesn't help.
Yeah, me too, honestly. But you know what? We'll figure it out eventually.
One day it'll get better.
Exactly. One day at a time, too.
Yeah.
You just have to like trust the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Biggest lesson you've learned?
Honestly, just don't take things from strangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Strangers are just not it. Stranger danger, that's what I'm
Or
just
even,
gonna say.
or even like friends. Sometimes you just like cannot fucking trust people.
Yeah, honestly, that's maybe it. Just trust issues just can be from anywhere, honestly,
Yeah,
which is terrifying.
Real. Yeah.
Sorry.
Make sure you guys stay safe out there. People suck sometimes, so you just gotta keep that in mind.
Some people just
Yeah,
are crazy.
yeah, no, literally, like some people are just off the rockers.
Oh, they're rockers.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I think my biggest lesson was probably trying to be someone that I'm not. I came here not knowing anybody, so that was kind of easy for me to just be like, yeah, like this is who I am. But I've also noticed a few times throughout the year that I've tried to be someone that I'm not, and we shouldn't have to do that.
No.
Mm-mm. Because just be yourself.
Your people will love you for you.
Exactly. And back to men on that, your husband will love you for you.
Exactly.
Future boyfriend, maybe your boyfriend now. Not for us.
Not for us, but like if you're
Not
out there,
us.
If you're out there with a boyfriend, just so you know, we are happy for you.
Exactly, we are. And we love the men that are genuine and will care for you, but
They're just not very common up here at Utah State.
exactly. And the men here and
No.
the men that we have encountered are just
Probably some of the worst species.
they're not even a species at this point. They're just like
They're like
mitochondria.
rodents.
They're just mitochondria like talking to us. I'm like, okay.
They're hitting you up with that like little like, hey,
It's like the hey. I'm like,
Nonchalant.
get out, go away.
turn around.
Exactly. Yeah, walk away. No,
I'm gonna start doing that to people. I'm just gonna go.
the
turn go away from me.
literally, it's like, talk
I
to the
know.
man. It's like,
I actually think you just wasted 5 seconds of my life. I'll never get back. So.
yeah, then goodbye. No, that is so true. So I know that we're in only our second semester of freshman year of college, but what advice would you have for yourself beginning college, I guess?
I feel like don't be afraid to like go out and be yourself.
I totally
Like
agree.
just like do what you want, because nobody actually cares.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
Yeah.
cares what you're doing. Nobody's looking at you.
no,
If you
nobody.
really think about it, like nobody's looking at you.
Exactly. If you wear a hat for the first time and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah.
not a hat person, nobody's thinking, oh my gosh, you're not a hat person. Like,
And
you need to
yes,
take that off. Nobody
Some
thinks
people are
that.
gonna judge you, but like those are the people who just are the worst. And just stay
Exactly.
away from them. And you'll be
Who-
fine.
Who need to, like, find themselves before they judge you, honestly. It's like, they need to get a grip before they
Yeah,
talk.
that's what I think.
I think advice for myself would probably be be social more. I was extremely social and I got burnt out the first 3 weeks of college, but after that I really like didn't put myself out there and tried to talk to people, and I kind of wish I would have. But also in the first 2 weeks of college I met enough people where I didn't need to do that. So I kind of lucked out. But honestly, like even after like the first 2 weeks of college, like be social, like go talk to people, because it'll make their day. It will. Yeah. And just like even if you just say, hey, if you're walking on the street, oh, you look nice today, or I like your shoes, just simple things that can really alter a person's day, I think.
I would probably tell myself to find a balance between school and life, because I don't think I have one still.
And that's okay.
I'm still finding it,
You
but
found it.
but I'm doing better so far this week than I
Yes.
did
Mhm.
first semester. So
And
we're
listen,
figuring it
it's
out.
a new semester.
Yeah, I
People-
did not have a good balance at all.
Which
And
is
you were
okay.
doing so much progress though. Which
You
is
really
great.
have.
Thank
you
you.
really have.
Have you guys been
so
seeing
much.
how much I've been
Yeah.
working on school this
Yes.
week?
Yes.
Like I am grinding.
academic weapon.
I'm trying.
A weapon.
Really. Those important connections you make in the first few weeks of college too are also important. But also, if you meet 3 people in the first week and you're not friends with any of them, like it doesn't matter. You will find more people.
But I remember one time, me and my roommates were having really serious beef, and that's also another thing. It happens. You guys, it gets.
It does.
It
It
happens.
does.
It's normal. But we were having really bad beef one day, and I literally was crying on a park bench, over by the Spectrum. And he called me and came and got me, and he took me to his room, and he let me cry, and he laid in bed with me, and like scratched my back, and then let me sleep there because I had had such a bad night.
Okay, so there are some good men, I guess.
No.
Because actually, the other things that happen, he's not that
Yes,
great. But
Okay.
Yeah,
So
this is one.
so there's a few yeah, there's some nice things that they can do, but most
But
of the
that's the
time
thing.
it just rounds about and it's just like big middle finger to your face.
and then they're like, okay, fuck you.
Exactly. Oh my god, amen. Or until they find a new
somebody
bitch.
better. Exactly.
Mhm.
They're like, oh wait, but I like her better.
But it
or they do stuff like that, and then they're like, "Wait, but I didn't want a relationship. Did I make it seem like that?"
yeah, and they act
anything serious.
no, and they act like they want a relationship and they breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing.
Oh my god, guys! I just got breadcrumbed so bad, so it's very touchy. I hate men.
We can leave that situation out. We don't need to talk about
Yeah.
that. But
Breadcrumbing is the worst invention.
so if you guys don't know, breadcrumbing is when a guy basically acts like you're in a relationship and does all of this shit for you and then is just like, yeah, no, to shut it off. They shut it off. Like little imbeciles.
When you have like your pet cat or something, and you're trying to get her into like the bath, and so you do like the little catnip to get her there, and then when she gets there, she has to have a bath, and it's like the worst experience ever. That's how it is. You have these great treats, and then you have to get in the bath.
That is so no. That was such a great description though, because that's exactly that is exactly what it is. But like when it gets done to you, you're just like, damn.
Like, I'm in the
because
fucking
genuinely,
bath, like-
because a little bit that kind of just happened to me too, and it's literally the worst feeling ever.
Also, though, I will say, just like with the cat, they hate it, like during that emotional process of getting a bath, but you come out cleaner, fresher, better once it's over and it's gone. You come out so much better.
The way
And
that you
life
just
goes
said
on.
that perfectly. That is exactly. They dry off. The cat, you get a little blow dryer, get some cuddles in the towel after from like your mom or your friends because that's what that is. And then you come out a better cat.
Better cat.
It's okay. If you want to refer to yourself as a dog, that works too.
You've learned your lessons.
Exactly, learning lessons, and basically, an overall of that is just if you feel like you've become a better person from it, good lesson learned.
Eventually.
Also, college is full of lessons.
It really is, and it's really just stepping through each like part of the way, and accepting that you're gonna have highs and lows of college, and in life in general, and just accepting the fact that it will be okay.
Yeah.
And life
let it
moves on. If you're in a low point in life, turn to the people that you love, the people that are there for you, want you to succeed and be the best that you can be, and it'll get better. It will. Any other?
Truly.
It is. It
will.
Everything low-key in life, even life itself, is temporary. You're
It
only
is.
here for so long.
It is.
Temporary things are going to happen, good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it happen.
That lip gloss smells really good.
Is that what that
I'm-
is? Smells so good.
It does.
Is it toasted
Can you smell it?
marshmallow?
No, it's cinnamon roll.
It smells
Oh,
so
it
good.
does smell so good. But a thing on that about how life is temporary, I hate how I think it's a contradictory, but YOLO, you only live once.
True.
I don't think that. You live every single day, and it just depends on how you want to live your life. You only die once. You live every day.
I've never ever thought of it like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think about that constantly. I'm not living just today.
Wait.
But maybe I die tomorrow. But it's just like you only die once.
You live that. Yeah, I never
You live
never
every
thought
day.
of that.
And it's how you think of your day. If you're like, yep, my day's gonna be great, it'll be
But isn't
good.
that what YOLO means? Like,
I mean, like, kind of. You only live once, but you really live every day. You only die once.
Yoda.
Kind of, you understand?
No, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a different take on it.
Yeah. Looking
Little
at it
twist.
like from the back
Exactly.
room type vibe.
Just a little, like, different idea of it. Because,
When it snows again, would you like to go sledding?
Guys,
yes, Mia asked me if I wanted to go fucking sledding.
We want to go sledding.
guys.
I know, we don't have a sled. Okay, I say we take one of these, like, roller chairs and, like,
Honestly,
zoom
like,
down.
get some cardboard and let's just go.
One of my friends told me that he would bring me a sled up from his house if I wanted. I said,
Oh.
Thank you.
Also, guys, they literally have them at the dollar
For like
store.
$2.
So
Yeah, we genuinely could just.
Five Below.
Mm,
They have some.
That's real. That's so real. Yeah, no. If we ever get snow, it was supposed to
It was
snow
supposed to
today.
snow tonight.
Is it tonight? I thought it was today.
Let me look
Yeah,
at
well,
that's
it was
why I was
supposed
like-
to be today, but now it's supposed to be tonight.
That's
I
kind
don't
of
know
why I
anymore.
was a little depressed this morning.
It says it's snowing right now.
So
Yeah, well, it was like twinkling.
we had a rough night last night. We went through a lot of emotions. Highs and lows and the max of 2 hours.
Probably the lowest lows and the highest highs that we've all
Yes.
experienced throughout college.
Yes, just in that night.
Yeah.
So
I have zero.
okay, let's do this. Hot take on drinking in college, guys.
Honestly,
Sometimes you need it. Yeah, be safe. Sometimes you need it.
drink responsibly.
Genuinely, for me, last night I had a few sips and it made me want to hurl because I'm traumatized from my last experience with alcohol. But genuinely, if the reason why I don't drink is because if there is no one sober, I would rather myself be sober than have to rely on someone else because you can't. And that's trust issues. Trust issues. I can't always rely on somebody to be able to come pick me up or get me in my room. So I can make sure everybody else gets in their room. Because people can trust me and Mac and Mia.
I mean,
So my hot take
I feel
on
like
that.
know your limits.
Yes,
Safe.
that too. Make sure you
Know what kinds are good for you.
exactly. Ones with a lot of sugar will give you a bad hangover.
day. A bad
You will
day.
experience a hangover when you thought you were inevitable to them.
Yes. Beer and seltzers, you don't get much of that. Beatbox and buzzballs.
Beatbox.
Just so we all know, nobody is ever speaking the word beatboxes again.
Okay, yeah,
Those
sorry.
were the
The
worst.
B's and B's.
The B's and B's. The second B I'm okay with, but the first B was the worst thing I've ever experienced.
Yes, both very gross, but it does the job. I mean,
It did.
we had a great night. We had a good night. That was it.
Just make sure you're safe.
Exactly.
Don't lock your doors.
Yeah, don't lock your doors,
open.
guys. It's okay.
Also, what was I gonna say? Oh, I remember. Also, it's okay to experiment and figure out what works for you and what doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
But just make sure that you're somewhere with like people you trust,
Trusted
Yes.
adult.
and
Trusted.
or
I would
trusted freshmen in college.
Well, we're adults. We're 18.
Yeah.
So
Just find yourself a Sam.
exactly. Yeah.
Responsible thinking always.
Exactly. I do like to think of myself as responsible.
You very much are.
Thank you. Yes. So this might touch a little deep. What are your thoughts on the importance of mental health awareness on college campuses?
I think it is so important.
Mm-hmm. Totally
Very,
agree.
very. We have a great college that does a lot for that. If you look for it, you'll find so many resources. Like I know so many people that have even just went to like our literal student like clinic for like your like physician that we get to see, and even those physicians, every single time you walk in, they ask you about your mental state, they ask you all those things, and they are there to like help you and figure out what they need to do for you. We have such great programs. If you want to see a therapist, they do it for free for like 8 sessions. It's so important. Every college should have it.
And it's so easy to find. If you just go on like USU EDU, boom, there it is. And I know like our college especially, they do a great job of that. So even if you just look it up, it's most of the information is there for you if you need it.
Yeah.
Now, with other college campuses, I would hope that it's the same, but there's always trusted adults that you can go talk to. Doctors, they will always, no matter what, be on your side to help you get better. And like, again, what's best for you. Therapists as well. I'm sure there's a therapist in every county in the United States of America. Because
Give me 5 years.
you're gonna go to everyone.
She's gonna be.
I'm gonna be a
Oh,
therapist in one
I
of the
was
counties.
I was so lost. I was like,
She's gonna
I
try.
was like, you're going to everyone.
I'm actually gonna make it to everyone in this country, guys.
Amen.
They're all gonna see me.
I mean, the podcast might reach them.
Exactly. No, and that's what I hope. I genuinely think this podcast is good because who doesn't like to just talk about random crap and their feelings?
Yeah, true.
And maybe it'll help one of you
And I feel
one
like
day.
it's a great bonding experience.
Exactly. It
is.
literally, and that's why I said that for all of us.
Also, guys, it's literally 8 p.m. on a Saturday. That's just what we're doing. We're bonding.
Exactly.
In the lobby
We
of
could
our
be-
apartment office or building.
Exactly. We could be at the basketball game whiteout right now,
But no.
cheering on our team. Also, how are they doing?
They're losing.
Let me pull up the
Still.
stats.
Stop. They're going to be like 16-2.
Yeah. They've been kind of lacking lately,
They
which is
have
crazy because
happened.
usually they're so
This guy
good.
looks like he's really good on the other team. Just in case you're wondering.
Interesting.
He's the only one with that many points. Our team, it's not looking too good.
Mama.
Mother,
Baby!
what's up?
Meg talks to her mom every day, and she's her best friend ever because her mom literally loves her to death.
I'll be honest. I also talk to my mother every day.
Oh yeah,
I am sure-
Mac is like it's like a different kind of relationship.
Is it?
They're
I
like
believe
best
it.
friends. That's what I'm saying.
And another thing that I was gonna add about the therapist
I'm podcasting
Mac
right now.
is such a great person to talk to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
She always knows what to say.
True.
That is just one thing about her that I love.
I don't know.
And she will be a great therapist one day.
Yes.
And I 100% believe
so
that.
great.
She will be the one that I hit up and
She
my
like processes your feelings.
she
in the
really does.
best
And
way.
she feels them herself too. And she's like, I totally understand that. And I'm like, thank you for validating what I
Yeah.
feel right now. But I'll be in like my mid 30s or 40s and I'll be
so good.
calling Mac up and I'll be like, help, my
Please
kids
help me.
my kids are like making me tear my hair out. Like I don't know what to do with life right now. And she will know exactly what to say because she always does. And I love her so much for that.
She's just such an open space.
She really-
lets you come to her about anything.
With
Literally-
arms wide open.
Yeah.
For sure. Like literally all the time.
Say hi to my podcast.
Get her on here.
Wait, please hold. Wait. Okay, now it's your turn.
Did you say okay?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, hi, this is Mac's mom. I just want to tell you how amazing I think she is. And I'm so grateful that she is my daughter and I get to be her mom. And we have a great relationship.
I love that so much. I am so glad you said that because me and Mia were just talking about Mac and how great of a person she is. And I just love that. I just love that.
Oh my goodness, guys, I'm gonna cry.
I love your relationship that you have with your mom. That's so important.
Yeah, you actually did. I was telling you wrong.
It's just been a crying weekend.
No, it really has. It really has been.
Brought the tears. Apparently,
First week of spring semester has really brought it all out of us.
Exactly. But no, you know what's gonna come out of this? It's just gonna go straight up from here. Okay, it's just gonna be so
We've hit the bottom of the iceberg. There's only to the tip to go.
we just gotta get just the tip, guys.
and the right tip this time.
Exactly. No, that is exactly because we're life is gonna be so great this year. 2025 is for
Our
us.
year.
It is.
Our year.
I totally agree.
I feel it.
I do too. I'm so excited for what this year has for us.
And I'll call you before.
Can I be honest? I have no idea what you guys were saying.
That's okay. One day when you watch this,
You're gonna
you'll see
watch
it
this
then.
podcast and you're gonna know exactly what we said. because-
Exactly. You have to
And
watch
you might
it to
cry.
see.
And you might cry a little bit. But
But as
no,
we
it was all
said-
the truth. Do either of you have a job?
Nope.
I do. Yeah. So, how have you managed balancing, like your studies and like your social life and a job too, like these past semesters? Like, what things have you done, didn't do, things that you've tried and ended up disasters? Yeah, I
I feel
agree.
like once you have your routine down, like it's just from there, you
Sticks.
just got it. I don't know.
Yeah, I totally agree. I have a job and I genuinely had the worst day of my life when I started that job. It like there were these very beautiful girls that I work with. Love them all now that I've gotten to know them. But like when that first day, they were just so judgmental, I feel. And maybe they weren't, but I was just so in my head. I was sick as crap, like yakking up a storm. And I just felt that they were judging me the entire time. There's these other 3 girls that I work with, and I love them. Shout out Camry, Emily, and Gabby. Love you all. But they really made my work life experience better, especially here. But I think like overall, just finding time and people that support you and like want you to be better. Like I know a lot of my friends, we go study together and it really just like helps me lock in the moment because sometimes if I'm just sitting somewhere, I cannot. My mind is like wandering. I'm thinking about like a million different things. So I know it's just really important, like what Mia said, finding a schedule and like a routine that works for you, and also having people that support you and help you be you.
I don't have a job.
But that's okay.
I only have to do school.
Another take. College is a full-time job.
Yes.
Yes, because fun fact, if you don't know this, for every credit hour is 2 hours of study time. So if you are taking a 3-credit course, you are actually taking 3 hours in the class a week, and you are taking 6 hours of outside the class each class. So it actually adds up to most schedule. It's like 36 hours of school a week.
Which is basically a full-time job. Full-time jobs are what, 40 hours?
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
So, yeah, I just do school. I will get a job sophomore year. The freshman year, I'm just figuring out how to do school and be on my own.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And this is another thing. And I didn't know what this was at first. Have you ever experienced imposter syndrome?
Yes.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, so I looked it up. So, imposter syndrome is when you feel like you're not as capable or as smart as other people,
Oh,
or like
so bad.
what you think people think you are.
I would definitely say yes. I took a class last semester, and it was a lab, and so you were doing a lot of lab, and I thought I was doing great during the lab, and then it came to write like a 15-page lab report on it, and I felt like I had no idea after spending 7 weeks in there what I was supposed to write about, and then like the girl in my class had this all done, and I was like,
How'd you do that?
I'm like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to put on this. I'm stressed out. I'm overwhelmed. So
Yeah.
yes, very much so. Even though after I just asked for a little bit of help from a professor, I could do it just fine.
Which is another thing. Asking for help is never a problem. If you need help, absolutely anybody would probably be willing to help. If someone doesn't want to help you, they're probably gonna go die alone in a hole. Genuinely, because I feel like if any person walked up to me and was like, "Hey, I need help finding directions," or like, I'm not feeling good right now," and they're like about to pass out on the floor, I'm doing whatever I can in my power to help them be okay, and no matter like what situation they're in. So that's another thing. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, whether it's for school, whether it's your mental health, literally anything. I know I text a bunch of people like, "Hey, help. I need help with my project. I need help with figuring out what to eat," because sometimes I'm just very indecisive, which I think is just another important part of living, I guess. Just don't be afraid to ask for help, I think.
Also, with that, your professors are gonna like you so much more if you do that extra mile and reach out to them. Like, I'm missing a week of school this semester, and I've already talked to all of my professors about it, even though it's 2.5 months away. They like you a lot more, and they think they see that you respect them. Reach out to professors, guys. They're there to listen.
And become friends with your professor, because I know for my major, I have to apply for my program.
Me too.
And it really just how I imagine it is that it depends on who's looking at my portfolio, what professors have had me in class, and whether or not that I've talked to them, made them know who I was as a person, and just kind of being open to being friendly with them, I guess. Like, don't always look at them like, oh my gosh, they're in charge of me, or like they know so much more than me, because they're there for you and to teach you important things in life.
Also, TAs are your best friends.
Yes, I
Shout out
totally
to
agree.
TAs, because I'm applying for my major right now, and so I literally went up to the TA on the first day of school, and I was like, "Can you tell me what you did for volunteer work so I can?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm emailing you everything that got me in,"
No.
and I was like, "Thank you."
So I'm taking a ballroom dance class this semester, and I'm so excited. And the first time I met this girl, and then the next day I had another class, and she's my TA. And I will be going to her for all of my problems, because she's in my major, she's a senior, she's been through what I've been through. So I think TAs are like really good guidance help, and just more friendly, because they're less scary than talking to the professor, because they're closer to our age, and have recently experienced what you're experiencing now. What are your thoughts on the current state of higher education costs and accessibility? So the costs of college.
Okay, this might be controversial. I'm fully aware. I feel like there is a lot of things in place to help kids. Like I know people who only end up paying like $200 or $300 for their entire semester because like government and stuff like that helps them so much. But I do think it's stupid that it goes off of our parents' taxes because, like, if your parents are not paying for it, but it's going off of their taxes and your parents make too much money, you are spending like $4,500 on school. So that part I think is dumb. But I feel like there's a lot in place to help people with it in the sense of, like, if your family can, and also, like, obviously our college for Utah is a little bit more expensive. But in Utah, there's much cheaper options than here. So I think it also depends on where you want to go.
Yeah, and I know for me, like with FAFSA and all of that, it does go off of your parents' paychecks. And for me, I got no money from that. I am paying for my college, and I have no help from FAFSA. So taking out loans is another thing. Like making sure that you get a job eventually, like sophomore, junior, senior year of college. I almost said of high school. Of college,
Probably work
because
through high school too.
yeah,
Because it's expensive up here.
I have, and thank the heavens I did because I have a good bit of money saved up. And if I wouldn't have, I'd probably be screwed because college is so utterly expensive, and it ends up being cheap for people who don't want to work. And now that's like a hot take, but people who don't try and get jobs, like parents, and I'm not talking about like, I don't know your parents or your situation, but I'm just saying like the only way that I could get help with my funds and money is if I got married. And I'm not getting married. We don't like men, so run it back to that. Men suck. I don't want to get married.
Popped out with a husband.
The only person, I'm gonna shout Eric out right now. Eric is the only person, platonic love of mine. We are best friends, and I guarantee you we will always be. And he will be the only person if I get married. I think, right now at least. If like in the next few years of college, if I need to get married, I will marry Eric. So, congrats. Stuck with me on paper. We're married. But what about you? Thoughts on costs of college?
Honestly, I'm a little bit privileged when it comes to schooling and getting it paid for because my step family pays for all my school. So I honestly don't know anything about paying for school because I don't have anything to do with it. But I know people who do have multiple jobs, like trying to do, like if, like you said, like with the thing about your parents, whatever it means.
Off your parents' money.
Yeah, I don't know what it means. I'm gonna be so for real. I genuinely have no idea.
It's
what
okay.
it means,
Let us teach. So your FAFSA, it goes off of your parents' paycheck 2 years prior. So whatever your parents were making in
2022
yes.
is what they went off for us when we came into college.
Right.
And both of us, FAFSA gave us no money.
Because our parents make over whatever.
I feel like isn't that kind of fair?
Well, not if your parents don't help.
Exactly. So my parents aren't paying for my college.
We have two different things because, like, for example, both of us got zero money from FAFSA. My dad pays like my rent and board, and then I do like most of my tuition. And if I need to, he will help me with my tuition too. Very grateful. Shout out to my dad because I'm very grateful for that because I could not afford to come here without it. But so for me, it didn't really screw me over too bad because of the fact, like, I mean, I still paid like a little over $3,000 for my tuition, but my dad covered the rest for me. But for her, like, Sam's parents covered nothing. Sam has to pay for all of it.
Couldn't you just get off your parents' thing and then just do it yourself?
So I was going to file as an individual.
Yeah.
But it hurt my. So your parents get when they file taxes, they get like
Stuff
money from your
you,
taxes.
yes.
So because they have me like what is it called? They like claim me.
Yeah.
They like claim me under their
Yes.
taxes. So I can't file as an individual because I can't support
off our parents.
that, and I can't support myself. So I could not pay for rent and food and like anything. Like I could not live on my own. Right.
So technically, being on it helps you, but not
Exactly.
in a way FAFSA.
Exactly. So FAFSA is like completely different. So,
So like, do you have just multiple scholarships then, or
no,
you just
I got one scholarship.
from your job?
So I pulled out a loan. So
Right.
it's called a Sally Mae loan. So after I graduate is when I'll start paying.
Paying it back.
So yes. So it like the Sally Mae, you can add however much money like semester wise. So like say I had to take out, I think last semester I paid about $18,000. So this semester we'll just add on to that. And then another thing about that, so Samantha is not from Utah. Samantha is from Pennsylvania, and she needs to become a Utah resident. So I will be staying here over the summer to become a resident.
Because you don't have to hit 12 months.
So Utah is one of the only states that a student could become a resident of the state. So with that, when I become a resident, I will only have to pay in-state tuition instead of out-of-state. So that's another reason why I
But don't you
came
have
here.
to live here for 12 months
12
in a
months.
row?
Yeah.
So I've
That's
been
why you're
here.
staying here summer. Right?
So I've been here since
August.
August 19.
Yeah.
I think is
Yeah.
when like USU started, like the
17th
connection
maybe?
started. 17th, yeah. So from August 17th until August 17th, I can only leave the state of Utah for 30 days, excluding Christmas break. So because I'm paying, because my loan is paying for my tuition, there's like a billing statement under 223 Central Suites, and that I live there and that I'm at college. So now over the summer, I have to find somewhere to live and then have my mailing address there too. So it like proves. And then another thing on that is because I have my job, I get my pay stubs bi-weekly. So that also shows that I've worked for over the summer.
So if you wanted, could you like start paying back your like loans, or do they have to do it once?
So there's an option. You could pay your interest on the loans,
Yeah.
which is what I'm doing. But you can't like,
pay it back.
yeah, you can't. It's like it's made for college students to wait until they graduate to start paying, so they can work over college and make money. Like
Support yourself.
exactly
Yeah.
right to
Yeah.
to live. So yeah, I've got a hot take on that. Really.
No, but it's like a good teaching lesson. Because I genuinely have no idea.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of sad.
But no, it's really not.
But I don't know. It feels awkward to be like, oh, I don't know what it is. I don't know. That was a great
Exactly.
learning experience.
It's CJ. And for you, for who is listening, applying to college now, or maybe wanting to go to college in 4 years, like you're a freshman in high school and you're ready for college. Watch this back in 4 years and then you'll understand a little bit.
But you know what's crazy? I feel like nowadays it's crazy how much going to school doesn't matter as much.
Yes, that's another thing. Technical school is the way to go as well. You do not need to go to college to be successful. You can be an entrepreneur. You can go into welding. You can go into plumbing, air conditioning, HVAC, all of that. Electricians, they make so much money right out of high school. And another thing, we could talk about GEDs. I have like no experience with this, but like dropping out of high school,
I had a
go
friend.
get your GED.
I had a friend do that, but she got pregnant and had a baby, and so she ended up dropping out. And what she did, she went and got her GED, and she
Good.
works, and she has a little girl, and she's
Yeah,
doing so good. She has that like certificate, and
yeah, and that helps you like even if you like drop out of high school and you're like, oh, maybe I want to go to college, go get your GED.
Yeah.
It just shows that you have a level of education and that you kind of know what you're doing.
nobody knows what they're doing when they get here either.
Oh,
You would not be
no.
alone.
No.
You'll be walking around on campus like with your phone in hand, that was me the entire like.
I still do that.
Yeah, I act like I'm on Snapchat or
I'm
something.
like, oh, I'm
And I'm-
texting your mom.
Oh,
But I'm really trying to find the locations to my
Yes,
class.
I'm
yes,
in my
exactly.
USU,
You're on
I'm
maps.
searching.
I'm on my USU clicking on the schedule so I can see what building it's
yes,
in.
exactly.
I'm looking at the time 80,000 times. Like,
Yeah, you're like, oh my gosh, am I gonna make it? And you're like kind of speed walking, and then you get
You
there
get
like
there early
20
and you're
minutes
like,
early.
wait.
You're like, wait.
That was
You're
literally
like, why
me.
did I leave so early?
That was me Tuesday morning.
Yes, but then it runs back into finding yourself a schedule and
Yes.
understanding that you have time, and everybody is freaked out about where their classes are.
exactly.
So don't be scared to be looking at your phone on the maps, trying to figure out
Because
where
it's
you're
everybody.
it literally is everybody. The amount of people that I saw looking at their phones, like turning like
wait.
this. I was
you have
one
to
of
stop
those.
in the middle of the sidewalk and turn around and go to your bright spot.
Exactly.
It's fine.
It's okay. Nobody. They're all.
Nobody
Everybody.
cares.
Nobody cares. And I know a couple of times I've taken the long way around because I didn't want someone to see me stop in my tracks and turn around because I got so scared.
so
I just got so uptight with myself that I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. So I walked the entire way around these like 4 buildings just because I want to turn around. So go turn around, put one foot, turn it around, 180, 360, whip it
Don't
back.
make eye contact.
Exactly. If you turn around and you're like, or act like you're on the phone and be like,
Like, oh,
stop,
dang
oh
it,
crap,
like,
and you gotta
oh.
like turn around and go get something or whatnot. Nobody cares. And then another thing I have to say, I said I acted like I was on Snapchat. Can we talk about Snapchat, please?
It's the
Snapchat
worst
is the
invention
worst.
ever.
Thing
I
ever.
I
am
hate
about to
Snapchat.
delete it.
Like, that's the thing. Everybody communicates on there. So, like,
It's so
everybody
bad.
needs to do it, or it's not gonna work.
Exactly. Exactly.
Also, for me, like the thing that I just can't delete is like that's what I used to put all my pictures. Honestly, through
Yeah.
Snapchat, because no matter what happens to my phone, I know I can get those
Oh,
pictures.
you log into
Memories are
Snapchat?
I
in
log
there.
into
Mhm.
anywhere and I have all of those memories and pictures. So I'm like, I can't lose all of those.
So fun fact about me, I have it where it connects my memories to my camera roll.
Okay, my camera roll is currently too full and my iCloud is too full and I don't know how to
Oh.
fix it. So I'm just avoiding the problem and
Yes.
using
Yes.
Snapchat.
Nope, that is-
yeah, in that situation.
Exactly.
There you go. But I
Because
agree. It's the worst.
shout
It
out
is
to
the
my
worst.
mom. She pays for our iCloud. We pay like the extra $2 a month
Mm.
for
It's worth
like
it.
the tetrabytes or whatever.
At the end of the day,
It
it's
is.
worth it.
Here, wait, let's take a look. Oh yeah, I guess I could do it. On my
I
computer.
really should figure out how to do that because my Google Photos, my iCloud, my email, and my Google Docs is all completely full.
Yeah. Yes. Samantha has 30,000 photos and videos.
Yes. Real.
Almost 31,000. So if that says anything about me, congrats guys. This was our first
Of many.
episode. Exactly. And I'm low-key so excited about this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a grand time. Stick around to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Stick around.
So, oh, that was another thing. Give me your handles. How can people find you? Oh, I'm gonna shout myself out. My Instagram, Samantha.ac. Go follow me. I don't know if they want to shout themselves out.
Mac_Lyman.
Ooh, Mac_Lyman. Nice.
Mia_C_Johnson.
Boom. Go follow us. We will get our other group in here.
They will be
The new
here.
characters will be unlocked.
Yes, new characters shall be unlocked later in the next episode. Yeah, go
We'll find it.
go hit the follow down below. My mommy just texted me, good night, love you. Love you, Mom. Okay, but anyway, catch y'all on the next one. Bye.